The Divine Dip was great this morning. We just went through a month of looking at our egos, how to maybe transcend our egos and begin to live more in alignment with love. Because our ego usually leads us into like some fear-based experience where love frees us to be who we truly are. So, love is the greatest power. Thank you. That was a great song, Robbie the Dip, and the music was great too. Love is the greatest power, and love is the greatest mystery also. We try to figure that out through our daily living. Life is good. Let us love one another, for love is of God. If we love one another, God lives in us, and divine love is perfected in us. If we love one another. We are love. And as we live that love, it's here. Then the love is perfected within us. Our ego might think we're done. We're good. I'm love. But it's in our daily living that we can perfect our love. Love one another. Love one another. God lives in us. The law of love. Love attracts only love and transcends all other conditions, especially fear. Love attracts only love and transcends all other conditions, especially fear. We all know that what we give out returns to us. And as we go through life, we have opportunities every day to meter the energy that we send out. And when we're in our hearts, when we connect with God and ask that that love of God flows through us, that love is going to go out into our world. And then it's going to return greater in our experiences, in our understandings, in our life. To be able to access love, consciously send love before you. So we send love before us as we walk through life. We send love before us to the people that we might be meeting, to the places we're going to. Send the love before us. Send the love before. I will make the crooked places straight. I prepare a place for you. Love. And keywords of love are oneness. Oneness. The law of one. Such a perfect prayer. Because it gives to us a picture that we are one. And the higher that we can hold our vision or aspire to experience, that will be who we are. To claim our oneness with God and begin to ask to feel God's love flowing to us and through us will lift us, will elevate us. The path of our spiritual unfoldment is love. We came here to live love. We already know what love is. Love is who we are. We are the love of God. And to manifest it, to manifest it. Love is the greatest power. Today we can look around us and that statement is validated by science and doctors, life itself. We can't survive without love. We can't survive without love. Food, ye know not. The food ye know not. Love. Because that's what feeds us. Love in one another as I have loved you. So as we share that love with one another, we're feeding each other with God's love. And that begins that process of ever expansion, of which we can play a part. We might not know what love is. You know, we can't put material words on divine love. So when we want to begin to experience divine love, our language must be translated with spirit to go into our hearts. And it's not so much what we see or understand, it's what we feel. What we feel. Because our heart, our true heart, will never steer us wrong. Because we'll have that feeling, we'll have the inner knowing if something's right in our world or not. And we can choose to go there within our heart or go into our head and to begin to think and rationalize and begin to just anchor ourselves in the world of duality. And that's why I love the law of one. Because it reminds us that we are one. That we are one. And in the experience of oneness, one is not greater than another. One is not more important than another. One is not better than another. We are one. When one is helped, all are helped. If someone needs some holy breath to begin to share that life force with them, to accept oneness will free us from the limiting judgments that we hold in our ego identity. Whenever we seek to judge anything in our experience, we're going to miss the opportunity to understand it. Through love, we gain understanding. Through love, we gain understanding. So to begin to ask, to see with the eyes of love, to feel that energy of God's love flowing through us in any experience that we're having. And that will elevate and lift that experience, that person, place, thing, situation into a level of understanding for us. When we get stuck in judgment, we stand over someone. We don't even try to understand them. Because we've judged them, we've separated from them. Because they might not look like us or think like us. But we are one. It takes courage. It takes courage to live in that world of oneness and to allow love to guide. To allow love to guide. Divine love is eternal, never changing, ever present. And doesn't our mortal love change? It has a beginning, it has an end, and lots of things in between. And once we begin to understand that our experience could be higher than that, a higher understanding, a higher vibrational experience of love, we can choose to have that higher experience. I'm the way, the truth, the life. Those great words that were in the song today. The words that Jesus gave us. I am the way, I am the truth, I am the life. Jesus was the love of God made manifest. God is love. Jesus, Son of God. The love of God made manifest. I am the way. I am the way. So between the lines, love is the way. Love is the way. Hey y'all, we got to change. Love is the way. Love is the truth. Love is the truth in all things, in the consciousness of oneness. And don't you think Jesus was all-inclusive in his experience on planet? Love is the truth and the life. I am the life. I'm living my life that I came to live. Y'all, this is Jesus. I'm living the life I came to live. Live yours. You see how freeing that is? Jesus wasn't threatened by anyone or anything. He lived the life he came to live. And he wasn't afraid to share love. It takes courage. It takes courage to share that divine love in our life. Because we wrestle with our ego. And then if we get done wrestling with our ego, we wrestle with our angel. Just to make sure it's okay to love. And then we can finally accept it. I am the way, the truth, the life. The way of love. Love is the truth in all things. And live your truth. Live who you are, your unique expression. That's your gift, not only to the world, your gift to God. Here's what Jesus said. I came to show the possibilities of man. What I have done all men may do, and what I am, all men shall be. I came to show the possibilities for man. That we can be loving, kind, compassionate, and forgiving in our walk through life. Like in the divine dip, to transform into that saint, that loving person that we all are, that wants to come out. Came to show the possibilities of man. And that's what we say. Jesus, the pattern. Pattern. What I have done, all men shall do. And what I am, all men shall be. And then to translate into Jesus being the Christ. Jesus being the Christ. And we all have that Christ light within our hearts. And that's when Jesus says, follow me. You can do this. You can do this. And you know what? You're not alone. You're never alone. So love is the greatest power. Because love transforms. We've seen it in our lives. We've even transformed. And perhaps we've seen some wretched individual be transformed through love. Or a situation that we had no hope in. And then surrender to God, surrender to love. And a funny thing happens. Transformation. The energies are transmuted through love. Divine love. The Christ, the love of God made manifest. This is our possibility. And all man shall be what I am. See, what I am the Christ. We live in a very loving, supportive universe, and we live in a very exciting time right now where we're all given the opportunity, we're all being given the opportunity right now because the energies are shifting and the energies are swirling. If we keep our feet on the ground and breathe, and ask to feel God's love filling us, ask to breathe in holy breath. Wherever you stand is holy ground. So just ground it into that consciousness, and this too shall pass. So we walk right through it, remembering who we are. Remembering who we are. they always talk about two energies, love and fear. Love frees, and fear limits. We're the chooser. Has anybody here ever chosen fear? Everybody raise their hand. Look at this, pan the camera. Look at all the hands go up. Yes, we've all chosen fear. And you know, it's not that comfortable, is it? And usually in hindsight, we go, why did I do that? We're getting at a place in time and in consciousness where more and more people on the planet are choosing love. And that's why, see, love is the impetus for change. The impetus for change. You know, Jesus said, I didn't come to bring peace. We're living in a stagnant piece of death. I'm stirring it up. I'm waking people up to who they are. You are God's beloved child. You are the love. Let it flow. Be the life. Be the life you came to be. See, love is our energy, and we're just being asked. This is really cool. And we're just being asked to be our unique love. And you know what? We all asked to come here to be the love we are. You see what I'm saying? So we already have permission. We're going to be here. Isn't that something? There's no victims in the universe. We already have permission to be who we are, and the love and support of the universe to express that, to be that, to live that. And it's all up to us whether we choose love or fear. Whether we choose love or fear. In White Eagle, he says, without love, we cannot know the mystery and the meaning of God. The mystery and the meaning of God. When we talk about love, divine love, we are beginning to move into that realm of beyond the physical to causal realms. And as we begin to be aware of those realms, those levels of consciousness, and begin to participate consciously on those levels, we can begin to transform the life we're living now to support the life we came to live. That's love is the greatest power. Love is the greatest power. So it's up to us. Can I commit to manifest my loving spirit? You see? Can I commit to manifest my loving spirit? Can you commit to manifest your loving spirit? Can we commit to manifest our loving spirit? I think it's, from my perspective, really neat to come together anytime. But I really love to come together on Sunday morning because we're pretty much kind of on the same page. Because we really want to get to know God better, more, and ourselves better and more. And so, as we all come together and just breathe, our energy's going out, and talk to people, and well, what'd you do this week, and this happened to me, and all this other good stuff, we begin to make a joyful noise. We begin to lift our spirit. We begin to lift our Holy Spirit. Because you know what? We've given ourselves permission to express. We've given ourselves permission to express our unique aspect of God. I do this all the time. Ask Cindy, grocery store, any department store, whatever. I am going to talk this language and expect people to understand it. And whether they shake their head and smile, oh, he's funny. It's who I am. I give myself permission. I give myself permission to be who I am. But I come from my heart. You see? And so as we begin to just come from our heart and manifest in our life, it's going to come into greater harmony. And who knows, by me being funny or silly, I may be giving that person permission to be funny and silly in their life somewhere. We don't know. That's the mystery of love. And love doesn't look the same to everyone. So when we move into that space of love in our life experiences, it gives us the opportunity to understand. When we understand something, it takes us to the truth. And then the truth will free us from that limiting thought, belief, or pattern that we've been living in. Just through love. Just through love. Jesus didn't write a big old book. Love the Lord thy God with thy whole heart, soul, mind, and strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. That's the commandments he gave. Love, isn't it? Oneness. And to love one another, but to love our plants and animals and trees, to love the earth that we're on right now, is love. It's not just contained to this human species that we're identifying with, because we are one. We're one with everything. Love will allow us to transform our human experience. Human. Hugh. Divine. Man. Our divine man experience. Human being. Being divine man. Heaven forbid. Ha ha ha. Human being. Being divine man. As we raise our vibration of love, it will lead to enlightenment. And then when we can expand our love to the universe. So let's just expand our love to the universe. And when we expand our love to the universe, that opens up the door to truly know and understand our divine nature. You see? So we can understand our individual, unique identity and expression of love in 3D land, which is good. It's a step we're on right now. But as we begin, there is more out there. There is more out there. So I'm going to expand, and I'm going to let that love go before me. I'm going to send the love before me. And that's what opens up the door for us to begin to know and understand our divine self. Love, pretty powerful. Pretty powerful on all levels. Pretty powerful on the physical level, the emotional level, the mental level, the spiritual level. It's all one. So choosing, just choosing, I choose love. I choose love. What a powerful affirmation. I choose love. And that sets this frequency to begin to go out and then come back to us and show us love at the capacity we can understand it. And we can grow that potential to love even greater, to know greater. So, how can we do this? To begin to give ourselves permission to go beyond memorizing the words to the loved one and to begin to live that law in our life. Across the board, we are one. To not see ourselves less than or greater than. To see ourselves as unique, individual expression of God, and see another as a unique individual expression of God. This is how we build a love consciousness. We have to do it. We're here, this is the do planet. We're here to just do it. To begin to put this love into form, manifestation. Manifestation, manifest it now. So, when we live the law of one, that truly is feed my sheep. Feed my sheep, because we're going to give them the love, the respect that they deserve, as well as we deserve to be loved and respected for who we are, our uniqueness. You see, we don't have to defend who we are when we know who we are. We don't have to defend anything. And you know what? When you learn and take a chance on yourself, you'll understand that you have had nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. And that's a wonderful gift. Stop judging. This is good. To stop judging. When someone forgets who they really are, don't forget who you are. Isn't that a simple little adage right there? I'm not going to forget who I am. We'd say, well, I'm not going to sink down to that level. I'm just going to remember who I am. I am God's love made manifest. If you choose to act any certain way, it's your choice. We're all here to learn. We're all here to learn. So a lot of times when we have experience with people, they're given us to help us not forget who we are and maybe help us remember who we are. So if someone in our experience forgets who they are, according to us, just don't forget who you are. That's the most wonderful gift that we can give ourselves as well as the planet. Have courage to be yourself. Have courage to be yourself. Be. I am the way, the truth, and the life. To be that. And we heal ourselves. We hear that. Heal thyself. Physician, heal thyself. We can heal ourselves by being who we truly are. And all that is allowing that love that's within us, the love I am, we are the love of God, allowing it to flow. You see? Allow it to flow. Free-flowing expression. We constrict it through fear, we hold it back through judgment. We become uneasy, and then we create disease. And then we blame somebody for it. Flow. Be who you are. I came to show man his possibility. And what I am, man too shall be. Forgiveness. Forgiveness frees. In the oneness, everything happens in love. We all came here to support one another, whether we know it or not. Whether you know it or not. And the most important thing we can do is just continue to take the time to ask and then be still. Be still. Because in the stillness is the knowing. That little stop in our breathing is a point of knowing. To begin to stretch that out in our meditations and in our breathing. Be still and know. In the stillness I am. When I did the talk last month and talked about faith, and I shared how it has to be living. Create a living faith in your life. Make your life a living faith. So you're experiencing not just when the walls come tumbling down, every day. And that's the same thing with love. The love consciousness, to build a love consciousness so that we go forth in that consciousness. That we take no thought and just express who we are, knowing that the love and support of the universe come back to us. That's the mystery of God. That's the mystery of God. And the only way that we can solve the mystery is to be the mystery. Let's go within. And once again, just close your eyes and breathe and ask to feel God's love filling you. I ask to feel your love, Father. Just breathe. Breathe in God's love. I ask to feel your love, Father. And as you breathe, just feel your body begin to relax. To let go of a little bit of the resistance and the limitations and even the fear. We let go of the fear. We just breathe in God's love and we ask that God's love just begin to move through us. We ask that God's love begin to move through us and wash away the hurts, pain, the critical judgment. We ask that God's love wash away all that's less than loving. And just breathe and feel your energy getting lighter and freer. Just breathe easy now. Breathe easy and receive easy. It's even easier to breathe. It's easier to receive. And then just let go and allow that love to flow through you. Conscious breathing. Breathe in and feel God's love filling you now, moving through you now. Bringing balance and harmony and peace. And then exhale and let go. And just allow God's love to flow through you out into your world. And as you sit in your chair, become aware of a radiant column of light showering over you as you sit in your chair. And just be aware of that radiant light. Look up and see a star above your head. It's just showering down this radiant light. Christ light. And just breathe in this living light now. Feel it coming through the top of your head, through your crown chakra, and moving through your whole body. And just see your chakras lighting up, transformed in the light and love of the Christ. And then feel that energy just radiate through your whole body and out through your aura and out through your sphere of consciousness. I am. And just breathe and feel how loved you are, how good you are, how precious you are to our Heavenly Father. And just breathe. And just feel the love. The love I am. Feel your energy. Feel your oneness with all of life. And just allow this love to radiate from your heart to the universe. Breathe and feel. Be still and know. I am. I am with you always. Feel your feet on the floor. Your consciousness back in your physical body. Glad to be alive on planet Earth at this moment in time. As the world transforms, I am ready to transform. To know the unique love, unique light I am. Breathe and feel. And know. And just gently open your eyes. As we go forth this week, I'm sure we'll all be challenged with opportunities to have courage, to not only love who we are, but to love all of life. Dear God.